In this video, I am going to share some powerful action items that helped me to break free from that inferiority complex, from feeling not good enough, not pretty enough, not thin enough, constantly feeling like I'm fat and ugly, and constantly comparing myself to others and feeling small. If you watch till the end, you will walk away with step-by-step process that will completely shift the way you see yourself, so that you start walking, talking and radiating the confidence that will show that you love and respect yourself, and hence it will attract the love and respect of others, because whatever that we feel for ourselves, whatever that we have in our subconscious about ourselves, gets reflected, gets manifested in reality. So if you love and respect yourself, others will also do the same. Others will start valuing you because you value yourself. This is not a surface level motivation. This is a subconscious rewiring that helped me and my clients, and it changed their life. And if you're open to it, it will change your life starting today. So stay with me till the end, because you deserve this breakthrough. I have always been self-conscious about my height, my weight. See, I've always been a fat girl since childhood. So I've always been self-conscious about, I always felt not good enough. I've always felt that I'm unhealthy, I'm fat. People used to criticize my skin color. I'm a dark skinned girl and I'm short and I'm fat. So, the criticism was everywhere around me, right? And I've always felt that, I've always had that inferiority complex in me, and as I grew up it started to grow. Yeah, that inferiority complex, it keeps on growing. It keeps you feeling smaller and smaller as you go out there in the world, right? I started comparing myself with other people, and I started comparing myself with other people unknowingly, and it made me feel even smaller. It made me lose the confidence, right? And just because I felt not good enough in my own skin, I started to avoid family functions, friends get together, and that naturally took away a lot of good relationships and opportunities from me. But when I realized that this is harming me, I started to read books, I started to study about mindset, because I wanted to feel good, I wanted to look good, right? So, apart from working on my body, working on losing weight and doing exercises, following healthy diet, I also started to work on my mindset, and here I am, feeling good, feeling the best in my skin. Even now, even later, even if I change tomorrow, even if I'll gain weight tomorrow, I'm sure I'll be fine with it, because I am now confident, secure, and I love myself, right? If that is the state you want to be in, no matter what happens with you, if you constantly want to feel valued, if you constantly want to value yourself, if you constantly want to love yourself, then this video is for you. Now let's understand why mindset ritual works. First thing, your subconscious mind holds your self image, it holds your self worth, right? So if you have that inferiority complex about some things, then that means your self image says so, that is stored in your subconscious mind. No one is born inferior, no one is born with good or bad qualities. See, you see the babies, right? They're full of positivity, they're full of energy, they're full of happiness, right? So, as we grow up, the beliefs in our mind are installed in it by the people around us and what we think about the situations and about ourselves, right? So, if you have heard, see, I have heard this since childhood, that I am a short girl, I am a dark skinned girl, my people around me, not my immediate family, but yeah, the distant relatives and all people, those people would say that apply some things on her skin so that she gets fairer, who will marry her when she grows up, and blah blah, those kind of things. So I've always thought that I'm a dark skinned and ugly person, right? Plus I was fat, I was always a chubby girl, I always had slow metabolism, and that's why I always thought that, yeah, I'm a fat and ugly person growing up, right? Because your thoughts, your beliefs are installed in your subconscious by the people around you and what you think, right? And I had to reprogram that mind to love myself, to appreciate myself. And then I started manifesting a better version of myself. You won't believe me. See my before and after image, right? Whatever you think about gets manifested. So if you have that inferiority complex, let's get it out of your system and let's unleash that truly beautiful, prettier, and confident version you deserve to be. You are inside. It's just waiting to be unleashed. Let's get started. Now, the first thing is acceptance. You need to tell this affirmation to yourself. It is what it is. When? See, whenever you feel it, start to feel inferior about something. Maybe you have gained weight. Maybe your belly is sticking out, right? You don't feel so good in that dress anymore. You don't look so good, right? So whenever your inner voice goes like, I don't look good, I've gotten fat, you need to stop that inner voice and you need to tell yourself it is what it is. Stop feeling inferior. Stop feeling bad about it. Stop feeling any kind of negative emotion about whatever that you don't like about yourself. It not just external trait, maybe some personality trait that you don't like, you feel inferior about, right? Maybe you lack some skill set. Maybe you think that I am an introvert, that's why you feel that that's not a good quality, which is a good quality by the way. But if you feel inferior because you are an introvert, then you need to tell yourself it is what it is. Whatever the emotion, negative emotion you feel, anger, frustration, sadness, whatever that negative emotion is, you need to bring that emotion to neutral. You need to tell yourself it is what it is. You need to accept whatever that is wrong with you, right? If it is wrong or not, that is a different question. But first, if you feel like this is not good, I don't like it, if it makes you feel inferior, that quality of yours, then you need to accept it first. Only then you can change it. You need to understand you are not broken. Every person is always upgrading, is always changing. There is always some pros and cons in a particular person. Even if you think someone on social media or someone in your life is so great, is so perfect, they also have some cons in them, right? Nobody is perfect. So you are not inferior. You just feel inferior and you're focused on that inferiority. That's why it keeps on growing. And majority of the things that we feel inferior about are temporary. Body weight is temporary, hair fall problem temporary, skin problems temporary, right? Personality temporary, you can boost it. Communication skills temporary, right? You can change it anytime. So majority of the things you just need to accept. You need to tell yourself it is what it is. Even though you feel inferior 1,000 times in a day, you tell yourself 1,000 times in a day that it is what it is. Become neutral about it, and it gets easier over time. And about the things that cannot be changed, for example, if you're a fully grown adult and you feel that your height is very less, you cannot do anything about it, right? So why bother? Why feel inferior about it? Accept it and take the load off of your mind, right? You cannot, maybe that is your asset. See, I'll give an example of being an introvert. I am an introvert and I used to think that that is not a good quality. I cannot build connections. There are people around me who don't have as much skill as I do, who are not as smart as me, but they are building connections. They are growing ahead in their life because they are extroverts and they can build connections. But over time I realized that it's not an inferior quality, it's actually a superior quality. Being in, once I started accepting myself, I realized that it is actually an asset of mine, and I am what I am and I'm comfortable with it right now, right? So once you start accepting, life will give you the positive experiences which tells you that it is a good quality you have. Or if it is something that needs to be changed, for example body weight, if it needs to be changed, life will give you experiences that will help you to lose that weight. So first, accept yourself, accept whatever that is. Second step is self appreciation. Now, you need to sit or look at yourself in the mirror and look at yourself. If you don't like your external appearance, example, if you have gained weight or you have some problem, skin problem, hair problem, ignore that. I know whenever you look in the mirror, I know if you feel inferior about something, you're going to focus on that. But let it be. Tell yourself it is what it is. Then start looking at yourself. What are the other features that you truly like about yourself? see, we'll come to the internal features, for example, character traits and all. We'll come to that later. First, let's start with external appearance, because that's what majority of the people feel inferior about, right? So you look at yourself and you ask, what it is that I like in my appearance? What do I like? Is it your eyes? Is it your nose? Is it your lips? Is it your teeth, your skin color, your hair? What is it? Just one thing. What is it that you like about yourself? And truly appreciate that yes, this is the good thing that I like about myself. I love it. This is beautiful in me. Maybe you have nice curves, maybe you have nice chest size, whatever it is, whatever, arms, legs, whatever that is good in you externally, you appreciate that. You distract yourself from what it is that you don't like, that makes you feel inferior, and you focus on that which you truly appreciate, which you truly like in yourself. I'm sure there are more things that you will appreciate in yourself, even in this moment, even before changing yourself. Of course, you have to lose weight, you will lose it, you will look even better if you lose weight, I know that, but that is for the future, right? You need to feel good in this moment. So look for that one feature and appreciate. If there are multiple, of course, I'm sure there are multiple, list them down and appreciate yourself for that. That is not self obsession, that is self appreciation. We need to go from self criticism to self appreciation if you want to get rid of that inferiority complex. And you need to do this habitually, you need to do this every single day. See, I'm sure if you have that inferiority complex, you habitually criticize yourself, you habitually feel that I'm not good enough, this is not good, that is not good in me. So you need to, every single day you need to set a time aside. Especially try doing this whenever you're getting ready for the office or starting your day, you're getting ready, appreciate yourself, form a habit of appreciating yourself. Third step is, you need to appreciate internal qualities, personality traits, characteristics of yours. What are those? List them down. It's better to list them down, better to note them down always, right? So what it is, are you smart, you're intelligent, do you feel that you're a hardworking person, you're an honest person, you're a loyal person? There can be thousands of personality traits, thousands of things that you like in yourself. Maybe you take care of your parents, maybe you take care of people around you, maybe you take care of your kids, your family, you're good at that, you truly love them. That is also something that needs to be appreciated. See, we take our good qualities for granted, and we focus too much on things that are not good in us that we want to change. That's why we develop this inferiority complex, because we forget to appreciate yourself and we keep on criticizing ourselves for the things that we want to change, right? And we never seem to get out of that loop. This is the way you get out of that loop, by appreciating yourself for the things that you take for granted, that you think that are normal qualities. It's not even a quality, it's just how a human should be. But you need to understand there are other people who don't have that qualities. So no matter if they have it or not, you need to appreciate the things. You need to appreciate yourself the way you are, the good things in you that makes your life and other people's life easier, simpler. Maybe you're kind, maybe you're creative, appreciate that. All right, now the fourth step is, understand the judgment psychology of people. See, I'm sure if you feel inferior, somewhere along the way people have criticized you, and that's why you also started to criticize yourself, right? You need to understand one thing. The psychology of the people who criticize others, who judge others, is they first criticize themselves. They don't feel good even though they seem confident at surface level, because they are judging you. So you think that they feel so superior than me, that's why they are trying to, find faults in me. But that's not true. The deeply, a person who judges other people, who criticizes other people, deeply feels very insecure in their own skin. They constantly criticize themselves. That's why they have formed this habit of criticizing others. So they constantly feel inferior. That's why they feel the need to criticize others to make them feel better. So they think that if I find fault in someone, then I will feel better. But guess what? They never feel better. That's why they are not able to break out of this habit of judging other people. So you need to understand, no matter, even if whatever they're saying is true, even though you have gained weight, you've started to look ugly, blah blah, You need to understand it's about their subconscious. If they are criticizing you, if they are judging you, it's their problem. They are insecure in their own skin, they are judging their own self, they are not satisfied themselves with themselves, they have not accepted themselves. That's why they feel the need to judge others, to criticize others. So it's not about you. See, the person who is self-satisfied, who appreciates their qualities, who loves themselves, will never criticize you. No matter how much weight you have gained, even if you bring up the topic that I have gained weight, they will say something positive to you, because they are so secure in their own skin, they don't feel the need to criticize others to make themselves feel better. They already do feel good in their own skin. They have already accepted their faults. See, as I told you, nobody's perfect. They have already accepted their faults or cons, and they appreciate their pros. Very important point. So understand that it's not about you. No matter who is judging you, it's not about you, it's about themselves. All right, so stop feeling bad because someone else calls you something. And you will realize, once you start appreciating yourself, you will not rely on external validation, you will not look for praises outside of you, because you're so satisfied with your own self, you're so happy with your own self, that you will not need someone else's appreciation. So even if someone judges you, criticizes you, it won't matter to you, it won't affect you as much. Right? That is the best way to build self confidence from within. Everything is dependent on you. Now, the fifth step is take daily self improvement action, however small. Whatever it is that you can change, whatever it is that you don't like in yourself, for example, belly fat, you have gotten fat, or you have gotten unhealthier, or something that you want to learn some skill set, you want to get expert in something, you need to work daily on it. However small, work for 5 minutes, eat just one healthy meal a day if you want to lose weight, but you need to take action. Because whenever, no matter how much mindset work you do, if you don't take any action, your self image is not going to change in your subconscious, right? So if you want to lose weight, you eat one smallest meal and appreciate one healthy meal and appreciate yourself for that. Right? That way, when once you start taking care of yourself, once you start taking action, you tell your subconscious that yes, I'm really changing, I love myself, that's why I'm taking action, that's why I'm taking care of my body, that's why I'm trying to lose weight, because I love myself. You're constantly sending that signal to your subconscious mind that I love myself. Then automatically all those inferiority blocks will, they'll be crushed. And you'll literally, in few days, if you just follow these 5 steps, in few days you'll literally be a completely new person, and you will automatically start manifesting a better version of yourself. See, whenever I used to feel, you can see this in the picture, whenever I used to feel inferior, not good enough, not pretty, I used to look like this. And once I started accepting myself, once I started taking action on myself, then I started to look like this. Again, let me tell you one little secret. I did not remain this permanently. I constantly kept going from this to this, because I did not work on my mindset. I used to do exercises, I used to do dieting, I used to lose weight, but again, in few days, I used to shift back to this. My skin used to get worse, I used to gain weight back again. And then I realized that it is my mindset. I need to change my self image in my subconscious mind. Once I started accepting myself the way I am, once I accepted this fat version of myself, whatever it is, I love myself. I started to look for good qualities in myself. Then the action came from self love, and then I was able to shift permanently to this state. And today, even today, I'm changing constantly. Right? I'm constantly improving, and I love every stage of that, everything about myself right now. If this video was helpful, then give it a like. And if you want to work even deeply, if you on your subconscious mind, if you want to lose weight, you can join my program. I'll put the link in the description. And if you want to understand how my program works, then you can also book a free consultation call with me. I'll put the link as well.